Hey, it's the Insane Botanist here. Now, with today being Halloween, I thought I'd share some kind of interesting facts about chocolate. So, there's one candy that I actually made a comment to someone who works for a company that in the States makes this chocolate, but everywhere else another company does it, and that other company is actually closer to the original company who created it. Now, this candy is very popular in Japan, and if you go into the UK, it's at the York Chocolate Story, and they actually bring up the fact that originally it wasn't named what it is right now, but it was called the Rowntree's Chocolate Crisps. And they also bring up the fact that the name, when translated in Japanese, actually is I think it's something like good luck or good. Like, it's just two similar words that end up pretty much being a good luck kind of thing. And sorry for that distraction. There was just two deer running across my yard. But the name of this chocolate is Kit Kat. And in the States, it's made by Hershey's, but everywhere else, it's Nestle. And that brings me to another thing. I prefer the non-American Kit Kat, but since most of the time, since I live in the States, that's what I get. I'm fine with it. It's just a little... The Hershey's chocolate isn't my favorite, so that brings me to another point. A lot of Europeans do not like American chocolate. I'm not a fan of American chocolate, and I can kind of understand why. My reasoning is pretty similar to the European reasoning. The Hershey's, just plain Hershey's bar, for me, tastes like it's something off, almost like someone left it in a warm place and somehow it went bad, and then they decided to freeze it and call it chocolate. But it also is kind of plain, like there's no flavor other than sugar. And this is actually the point that I'm going to make. There's a compound due to the method of making the milk in Hershey's. Well, not making the milk, it's the same way that anywhere else would make it. It's cows, but when they go through the process, there's a compound called butyric acid, which actually, it's in a lot of dairy products, but it's also present in... a lot of it is very minimal, but the way that Hershey's seems to use milk and kind of put it into the chocolate ends up creating a higher level of butyric acid, and that's the same compound that gives rancid butter and vomit the primary flavor. So a lot of Europeans think that American chocolate tastes like vomit or just tastes off, just like I do. And another thing is that American chocolate is chock full of sugar rather than focusing on the chocolate. It's mostly the sugar that's the flavor, and it's kind of bland. European chocolate, on the other hand, the cocoa is it's processed at a higher temperature, which ends up caramelizing natural sugars as well as some of the sugar that they may add. Because if you've ever had dark chocolate, like 100% dark chocolate, which I have done, it's not the most appetizing, and it's just kind of soapy and chalky. which is why you almost always add in some milk and sugar just to kind of dull out that flavor. And that's why when you taste some of the darker chocolates that are actually from European countries, there's almost like another level of flavor that you don't really understand until you compare it to American chocolate, which is often fully milk chocolate. There is dark chocolate, but it's not the same level of dark chocolate as anywhere else. Anyways, now I'm rambling on. If you've seen this on Halloween, happy Halloween, and hope you have fun trick-or-treating if you're of that age, or if you're old enough to have kids that you're taking trick-or-treating. Hopefully you don't eat too many of their candy and you leave some for them. See ya.